Hey everybody, and welcome back to Fire Warrior. I am still Negaroth. I have Turos Kensei still here with me.
Hey, how you doing?
Alright. So we have crash landed on possibly a Forge world. It's kind of hard to say. It's very, you know, drab. I guess be a word for that.
Brown and gray, long before the Xbox 360 and PS3. That shows how revolutionary this was. Way ahead of its time.
Oh yeah. Well, this was back when Halo was just coming around. They were like, oh, it's too many vibrant colors. Let's go drab.
And gritty.
Horribly drab.
Yep.
So yeah, this starting little area here can be very difficult if you just do the stage select, as there's about 4 Chaos Marines right here at the start. Thankfully, though, they do manage to give you they're nice enough to give you some missile launchers, which we saw a bit of in the previous level, and thankfully we get a little bit more look at them here. And they do wonders against just your base Chaos Marine. One shot, one kill.
Yeah, they're nice enough to just go single file at the door, too.
Yeah, they're like, oh, what was that?
Huh.
Wonder what happened to him. I'll go check.
There's like 2 dead guys over here.
Yeah. But, it's good. We also get another new enemy. It might be kind of hard to see. It's basically a Chaos Servo Skull. We actually see them a bit more than the normal Servo Skull, and they fire plasma as opposed to, I think, auto gun rounds. So they're mostly just an annoyance.
Really teeny little bastards, aren't they?
Yeah, they're mostly an annoyance whenever you don't have like a smaller weapon. So actually hitting them with a bolter is kind of impossible. And these screaming monkeys are Raptor Marines.
Looks like they penetrate your shield and just do direct damage.
Yeah, since they mainly do focus on doing melee damage with their claws. I assume they're not, lightning claws, otherwise Case would probably just be dead. So, yeah, they just kind of penetrate with their claws, or sometimes they'll shoot plasma. They aren't too difficult. They don't have a lot of life. They're just a bit tedious to hit because they're always kind of strafing around and screaming at you.
Makes them a lot more interesting than most other enemies, at least.
Yeah, the ones that just run at you in a single file line. But yeah, they started to also place a lot of these just Space Marine bolters around. You never ever want to pick those up. There's just never enough ammo to really accommodate having the normal bolter anymore. It's better just to pick up the Chaos Bolter and actually have ammunition.
Seems hold quite a lot of ammo too, so definitely useful.
Yeah, it's still not accurate. Still never ever accurate, especially on inclines. We'll start to see more that, especially enemies on inclines, just cannot, aim downwards. I mean, a lot of the time they'll mostly just aim straight forward on their plane of view. So once they actually get down to seeing you, yeah, they'll start hitting you, but not before.
Well, when you're, as we've learned from first-person shooters, your feet are pretty much invisible, so you really don't want to shoot down if you can help it.
Yeah. Well, I also just assume the case is just a pair of hands right now. It's just a invisible body attached to a pair of floating hands. It probably must be pretty frightening.
Yeah. Probably why they treat you as the bigger threat for the most part.
Yeah. But no, we actually, I'm not actually sure what this big platform is supposed to be. I'm sure it might be something in what is it, Epic? That's for the larger models, like the super heavies?
Oh yeah, I'm like that giant destroyer siege tank of theirs.
Yeah. Or Gargant, or I guess the Land Raider would probably be like the Space Marine.
Yeah.
I know some people in the thread have mentioned at least the Shadow Sword, which I think is like an IG super heavy tank. But yeah, IG seem to have like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, looks like they're it looks like it's a construction platform, so they'll probably use it to transport parts around for those larger structures and devices they
Yeah.
build.
Yeah. And we actually run into a Tau. We haven't seen another Fire Warrior in quite a number of levels here. He actually does a pretty good job holding his own against. I think there ends up being like 3 or 4 Chaos Marines like plasma guns down here.
Well, I mean, it's not like, Case is going to win the whole war by himself. Just mostly.
Only like 80% of it. And thankfully, down in this IG bunker is also another new weapon, and that's a first right there. Is a Chaos Marine that actually popped back up to life. Occasionally, Chaos Marines, somehow or another, after you've killed them, they might not actually be fully dead, and they will pop back up to full health, and you'll have to basically re-kill them. There doesn't seem to be an exact trigger for it, as far as I can tell.
I don't recall them doing that in general. That's more of a Necron thing.
Yeah, I don't know. They do it very sporadically. But we're going to leave these little baby Lehman Russes behind because we just picked up the railgun, which was actually a very new thing in the Tau Codex. It was basically, I don't want to say invented for this game, but from what I've gathered, it pretty much was. And we'll be seeing that in just a second. It's a very powerful and very accurate weapon.
One would hope.
Yeah, I mean, if it was good enough for the movie Eraser, it's got to be good enough for the Tau.
Yeah, that thing was just going tearing up all kinds of shit.
Yeah, except I'm also going to show off here just how annoying the Raptors can be when trying to hit them with a bolter. I mean, even when you're locked on, they'll just kind of immediately strafe out of your way because they're assholes. And because you like hearing that like screaming baby monkey sound coming at you.
Yeah, monkeys are as strong as 10 people, so
yeah.
They'll rip your
Not
face
to mention,
off.
I mean, the only good thing is that sometimes I guess they get bored or something, so they'll just kind of stop. They'll stop chasing you and just kind of chill. And that's a good time to actually try shooting. But yeah, there's quite a number of enemies in this courtyard. Thankfully, they give you plenty of strafing room and places to hide. Otherwise, it'd probably be a bloodbath. Except then, just to continue the level's themes of new things and new ideas, we get another new enemy at the top of the stairs. Try not to get too close because they're not deadly. I was going to say they're deadly. That was going to be a lie. They're obliterators. I'm sure anybody that knows 40K will say that cannot possibly be an obliterator because it's shooting auto guns at you and not really doing anything else. But yeah, that's the second strongest enemy in the game.
Huh, that was pretty sad.
Yeah, they're not very mobile, and unless you do what I did and throw yourself in front of one of their plasma balls, that guy's just going.
He doesn't seem to bother with you anymore.
Yeah, I think he's actually still shooting at the Tau that are like miles away, not shooting at him. But the railgun does short work of them, and killing those guys is actually the secret task for the level, and actually this is pretty much the end of the level. We're just going to open a door and go into the manufactorium, I guess is what they would call it.
I'm wondering how that can be like a secret task. Like, they just seem we're just going to like try to like suicide run right past them and go inside or something?
In all honesty, it wouldn't be suicide. I'm pretty sure you can just hit those guys with your sword and they'll die.
Well, technically speaking, but
Yeah. But see you next time.
Later, guys.